ready.
Welcome back to the channel. I'm doing a three-parter today for the Expanse, man, because I'm so hyped up about this show. Just what's going on right now. I am so curious to know what the hell is going on this planet. And they're trying to kind of shove it in the background and give us little nuggets here and there of it and just kind of dealing with the character moments and what they're dealing with in the show. But man, as always in this show, even though we might tend to forget that the proto-molecule and all this machine stuff and different planets, alien if you will, life form that we really don't know anything really about is the main kind of focus of the show, we have all these other little different things that is going on with characters for us to like kind of like overshadow the real problem. You know what I'm saying? And they're doing an excellent job of that, so I'm happy. If you want to see more episodes of The Expanse, man, go check it out on the Patreon. You already know what to do. Let's jump into the reaction, and I will see you guys right after for the review. Sing it with me. I'm in the notes, right? Loving The Expanse, man. I could do the whole thing if you want me to. I don't know what they is saying, but I could catch the melodies. Your boy used to being quiet. Don't play with me.
You said that remote even working?
Wired it myself. It will work.
Oh, this is a flashback.
They're here. 10 hours early.
No, leave it.
We have to remove the charge. The drive will set it off.
Then it does.
Give them a chance to pull up.
Fucking you know that.
Ah.
That is what I say it is.
So it was unintentional.
No!
Oh! Wait on a second. Did she... We know she didn't die. I don't know why I'm jumping out of my seat. Bro, I hate to see people get hurt like that.
They got it coming then.
Because that happened to me one time. I mean, ooh. In general, that's just...
There. You're safe now. Oh, all the doctors knocked you out while I was packing your wounds.
Go easy. We're on the float.
You got some deep tissue damage. That's the kind of thing that doesn't do too well in 0G, so...
I guess this means we made it.
Welcome to the Rocinante.
My family. My tree said... We haven't heard anything yet, but Holden will take care of it.
That's right. Holden's not gonna let anything happen to them. I promise.
This man.
In here!
Shit.
Weird is his middle name. They have the camp on lockdown, so it's like...
Settlements are locked
I
down.
don't give a fuck what Mercury said. Where's my crewman?
Module 7. We have a situation.
I'm well aware.
Unlock him.
Not gonna happen. Put the gun down.
Don't kill her. She just hasn't figured out her boss is a dick.
You stay out of it.
No need to die over this shit.
Exactly.
Fuck that.
Captain Holden, you left before we could finish our talk.
Cut him loose. Do it now. We don't have time for your vendetta. The artifacts on this planet are waking up. The device my ship just blew up would have wiped this settlement off the map. We need to get everyone off the surface before something even worse shows up.
You're saying we need to evacuate?
Yes, immediately.
Unlock him. Don't think I've forgotten that you're sheltering a murderer.
It isn't about your claim on the planet anymore.
I understand. Keep your people safe, and so do I.
He'll only help as long as evacuating the Belchers is easier than shooting them.
You people act like I'm the bad guy here.
You are, dumbass.
Just drew first blood.
And you use it to justify
God.
murder.
You and your friend here assaults me and my people, but I'm the bad guy. Yeah, I just got that kind of face.
I'll make sure you had to tell your story in court at a murder trial.
One way or another, we all answer for what we've done.
Ugh. God, what a douche.
Get everyone round up. This evacuation is real, but you and I better be the last two people on their shuttles. Both light shuttles in working order?
Yes, sir.
Take the secondary one, disable the safeties, rig it up for remote piloting, and put it on a proximity trigger.
You want me to make it into a bomb?
I want you to make it into an option.
Have the
This guy,
Belchers
man.
broadcast any of these images?
RCE said the Edward Israel was the only ship recording it.
The one these kept under wraps. The last thing I need is terror in the streets. Let's get this over with.
She blends like a friend.
Why did you approve the higher grain allotments for the European Shared Interest Zone?
Relax your shoulders. Just talk to me.
The grain allotments haven't been adjusted for almost 15 years. In that time, immigration between zones...
Use simpler diction. Just say people moving instead.
This is a waste of my time.
She's so impatient, man.
James Holden and a bunch of Belchers are fucking up our first exploration of an alien world. But yes, let's talk about the grain shipments.
We need you to come off as more approachable. The caring family matriarch attested...
Get the fuck out.
The disrespect is real, right?
They're trying to help.
Caring matriarch.
It's an election debate. They just want you to play the game.
Fuck.
You and that RCE security woman.
Where is my family? Do you know what happened to them?
Lucy is on my ship, and my ship is in orbit. She's safe.
And Felcia, was my daughter with her?
I'm sorry, I haven't seen her.
Felisa, didn't she... Last time we saw her, she needed to go fetch water or whatever.
You don't understand. There was a massive machine in the desert that would have leveled the town.
The RC scientists told us. And now the Inners are going back to orbit. Fine, let them.
This settlement and everyone in it would be dead. The next thing could be a lot worse, and there will be a next thing.
You have no way of knowing that.
We need to get everyone off the planet right
People
now.
don't...
Was this RC's plan all along?
No,
What?
It was mine. Don't make this a fight.
I don't know if you're using Mercury, he's using you. But if we leave, they'll never let us come back. You go if you want to.
Okay, then die on this piece of shit planet. That's what I would have been like. It's like, are you serious right now? I'm trying to save your life. Trying to save your life, and you're here like arguing about dumb stuff.
On a planet with no volcanoes.
There's no trust, man. That's the biggest thing.
This is a lot. Does it seem strange to you?
That these things have lasted millions, maybe billions of years, and we can break them with talking.
I don't...
Maybe they wore out and got brittle.
She's in here, sir. You might want to get that checked out. Squatter camp hygiene makes for all sorts of nasty infections. Just itches.
Your eyes green.
I want to hear about this alien technology, every detail.
No, got to hear.
This is Fayez Sarkis on the Edward Israel. I have an anomaly on the surface. Could I get a look at any surface data the Rocinante's made?
Your boss, Mercury, was shooting at me not long ago.
He's not my boss. He's kind of an ass. I'm just looking to fill some gaps in the data from when we orbited to the far side of the planet. I can send you the coordinates.
All right, send them along.
Tell me she's somewhere safe, that she's not with you.
What? Who?
Felcia, our daughter. Tell me you know where she is.
I don't. Maybe she hid when the shooting started. I'm sure she...
I have been every place. She's not here.
Oh, God. Mercury, he said...
What? What did he say?
Nothing specific. When he was telling me to surrender, he talked about you and her.
It's true then. What they're saying about you and Coop, Scotty, the others. You were part of that.
We were just trying to put them off. Slow them down until we could get a load of ore out.
Get some money, hire a lawyer, maybe. No one was supposed to get hurt.
God damn it, Lucia.
I wasn't stupid. I did it for us.
All of us.
Someone had to be strong.
And I wasn't? I wasn't strong enough because I didn't want to bring the killing to this planet.
Coop and his opiate dogs?
You don't get to tell me when to stop.
You ran away. My daughter is missing. Now they're going to round us up like cattle and take us away. We have nothing.
Not even our family.
That's crazy. I feel for you, brother. I feel for you.
We have nowhere else to go. You have to fight.
Fight what?
If we did all that and it doesn't even matter, you have to stay.
All these terrible things you've done, they didn't save us.
Damn, that's true.
All they did was destroy the only thing we had left.
You dropping bars. Why are you bleeding? Her wound opened back up. You need to call for help, man. What are you doing? Is she just trying to bleed out?
Oh, my Urta sweetheart.
Fuck do you want?
I want to talk to you.
This isn't a great time.
I don't care.
You seem angry at me.
I've been going through everything that happened. The bug that showed up exactly when you did. And the way you happened to be exactly where the lightning started. The underground structures. The digging machine. None of this happened until you showed up. And when I ask you about it, you deflect.
It's complicated. It's just...
Complicated. Need to know. Enough of that shit. You are connected to this, and you are withholding information.
You're right.
There's not information I could tell you.
Some things I've kept to myself.
Well? Were those gunshots?
Let them go right now!
Fuck these assholes! Just shoot them!
You know what? Does she want you to see the inside of his head? Don't make me ask again.
Cover fire! Fall back! Fall back!
What the hell happened?
King Belcher's grabbed 2 of my people.
Looks like they're just holding their ground.
Any demands? What are they hoping to accomplish with this?
Our people have been locked in dead quarters by corporate soldiers. They have been executed without trial. Now we are being ordered to evacuate. We won't stop anyone else from leaving and go in peace, but we will not be forced from our homes again.
Is this just us, or is she broadcasting this?
I don't see why she wouldn't. Chances are tomorrow it'll be all over the news feeds back home.
Fantastic.
Scout their position. They're dug in tight, but we can root them out.
I feel like this is exactly what you hoped would happen.
I'd love to have come to a peaceful resolution, but then they took 2 RCE employees hostage, and keeping them alive is my job.
Get your people back. Don't even think about using this as an excuse for a massacre.
No.
But I am going to gas every belcher in the camp, and the rest will be kept sedated until they can be taken up to their ship and sent on their way. I would ask if you have any objection, but I honestly don't give a fuck.
God.
With all the uncertainty regarding the alien worlds outside the ring, I want to ask the candidates how they would protect us from a second Eros incident.
It's a very good question. The Eros incident was a frightening moment for all of us. It was also an opening to a new era. The existence of alien life gives us unimaginable opportunities. The real danger of Eros is that we only react to it from fear. What we need now is leadership that can embrace the possibilities while managing the risks.
I was in the situation room during the Eros incident. The real danger was that it was about to kill everyone on Earth. I helped avert that disaster, and afterward I brought to justice the men who weaponized the proto-molecule. You ask how I would protect Earth from another Eros incident?
I've already done it.
And here's my answer. The same way I did
The last time. Exactly. I think this debate is gonna get interrupted by that damn message that lady sent out.
What are they thinking, taking hostages like that?
What about Miller? Any contact at all?
Nothing. But it's clear he's caused everything that has happened since we arrived. Can't let the settlers die because of that.
The military forcing them out is the answer.
You know I don't want to do this at gunpoint, but I have to do something. If they die here, it's on me.
And it's on the Inners for fighting over Ganymede. And Jules Pierre Mal for his experiment. And it's on the Belters too. For staying after you warned them. For taking hostages now. They're not children.
They have no idea what's really going on here.
But it still goes to say that you can't save everybody, James. That's why I'm like, I would have left them up to their own vices and be like,
Tell them
yo.
the truth and let them decide for themselves.
Exactly. Y'all want to stay?
You know, I used to be the one saying things like that.
Once upon a time.
Go be you.
Lucia?
Lucia let herself bleed out.
Post-op, you gotta eat, right? So, I took it upon myself and made you a little broth. Lucia, you all right in there?
She let herself bleed out, I believe. Just start playing uneasy music in the captions.
Yeah, all right, I'm not trying to intrude upon you or nothing. I just thought you might enjoy a little.
She let herself bleed out, man. Why is she trying to kill herself? Because of what she did. And the way how they connect this back. The way how they connect this back to everything that James and Naomi was just talking about.
Can't see anything. Listen to me, I need your help, okay? I've never done this before. You gotta tell me what to do.
You gotta save your own life. It's like if you...
But do not make me tell your daughter I had to let you die. Fucking tell me what to do!
That woke her up.
Suction. Alright. Where's that line, Naomi?
I'm working on it.
Alright, you're still bleeding inside. How do I stop that?
The infusion's working, you just gotta stop the bleeding.
Jesus, this is...
Sorry. You don't have to.
You're too low.
It's like, do you want me to save your life or not? Like, what is going on here?
I got it.
Damn it. Imagine if you could have machines like that today, where they could just stop the bleeding without, like, cutting you open.
Hey, good. Sorry I yelled at you.
Alex did like her too.
I'm unarmed.
Oh, shit.
What's he doing?
James doing James things.
What do you want?
I want to talk.
I want to ask the candidates what can be done to offer more opportunity to those on basic assistance.
There is no law or policy so well made that a culture of shortcuts, preferential treatment, and corruption cannot degrade it. Any change we make must be rooted in fairness. It has been well documented at this point that my opponent exploited political connections to jump the line and take the spot that would have gone to someone with fewer friends in high places. I have already requested changes that would close that loophole and make the system fair again.
It's a little strange to have a member of the political aristocracy lecture me about connections. It's the first time she's ever interviewed for a job.
Your point?
But she's right. My parents had friends who helped me get a lottery placement. My opponent has asked what happened to the person whose place I took. George, would you stand up, please? George Cantor was my first alternate. When I got my appointment at the regional government, I hired George to work with my policy research team. He now runs it. My second alternate was a woman named Li Fan. She has become my top security consultant. My third alternate was Christoph Heimer. Sadly, he died of an overdose and never got off the rolls. George and Fan would both have had to fail for him to get a chance, because that's the lie, isn't it? 6,000 people fight for one slot, and we say anyone can make it. Any one of those 6,000, not two, certainly not everyone. We all know the system's broken. We all just want a chance. We aren't afraid to take risks, and with 1,300 new solar systems, we can provide that opportunity for everyone, not just the colonists, workers, and farmers, and engineers. The people of Earth have talent. What we need is a government that gives us a chance.
Security alert.
Ma'am,
we need you to come with us right away.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Can you not see where I am? Shit.
Alright, this guy lady, what she's saying, like, obviously Kristen kind of played into her hands, so she had a reason to defy it. There are systems for a reason. It's kind of like, you know, from the situation that they're talking about, it's kind of like with private schools and stuff like that. There's a waiting list. I'm just trying to simplify it for myself and maybe you guys as well. It's like getting on a waiting list. Because you have connections, you skip the line. It doesn't matter if when you skip the line. It doesn't matter if when you skip the line, you bring the best talented people with you, or the people that would have gotten the chance after you bring them up with you. It doesn't matter. You skipped the line. You broke a rule. Listen, when it comes on to politics, I know you can't play fair. But there's certain things that are going to happen. I still take a Chris Jen over you. You look too nice to be a politician and to making the kind of decisions for Earth. I'm sorry. You look too young. What is she, like 20? She look like she about 25. Like, you haven't lived long enough. Maybe I was 25. Maybe she may be 30, because maybe the makeup is making her look younger than she is. Yeah, you can play this political game, but you haven't done anything for me to be able to, for me to say, okay. You're just saying all the nice things. Kind of reminds me of run for president in the past. Like, it's just one of those things where you want the person that's going into that office to have some sort of experience where they can make those decisions, understand that they've been there before. I'd rather those people be in power than somebody who doesn't have the experience. Now, when it comes on to the political landscape, don't get me wrong, if you have to pick between the two evils, say for instance, like what's going on right now, we know this year's election year, Vivek Ramaswamy, he dropped out of the race. I hate to bring up these kind of politics, but just hear me out for a sec. With Trump and Vivek, like, Trump was still miles ahead of him in the polls. But I found myself gravitating towards Vivek a lot because Trump was a good president for the economy and everything. Don't get me wrong. He has a right to be in the lead. I had nothing quite like against him. It's just that sometimes Trump kind of put his foot in his mouth about some things, and it's just and it comes off a little bit weird. It's just like, you know what I mean? You know, kind of look at him sideways. Like, what did you just say? You know what I mean? That's the only issue that I have with Trump. So when Vivek came along now and literally took the world by storm, and I'm looking at him, hearing what he's saying, his background and all this other stuff, I gravitated towards him a lot in the message and what he was about to say, because a lot of the things that he's saying, nobody else was willing to say it. I'm just saying. Right? And Vivek is super young. I think he's like my age. At the end of the day, for this lady to come in, it's just like, you look like you're still wet around the ears, man. You haven't been through anything. And instead of you listening to someone, I don't even know why there's an election at this point. All of that should be on hold until y'all resolve all this stuff. Y'all have in the middle of election when we're still trying to figure out what's going on in the world and what these rings represent. It's just like everybody just thinking about a freaking gold rush. Like, it's so insane to me that even an election is going on. I'm not just playing favoritism here. What she said there at the end, I understand what she's saying about the people that came up after her, and, you know, comparing the situation to politics is like, it's all about connections, and it's like, why is a politician actually blaming her for having a little bit of connections? It's not in the same scenario. Like, if you have connections in the game, you have connections in the game for a reason. But it's gonna be frowned upon. There's gonna be somebody out there that's not going to go for that. That's gonna be like, I've been waiting for years, didn't even get a chance, and you get to skip the line? I think more people are going to look at it from that perspective, other than what you just said. It's just like, oh, this person came up, and we should be looking at all these other worlds so that we can have more people with jobs. And that's all that is cool. I agree with her on those points. But Christian 2024, okay, whenever this is.
3 hours ago, this ship went off its course.
It was heading towards Luna, but 20 minutes ago it shifted.
You brushed me off the surface of the planet, so obviously you're treating this like an attack.
The ship's drive is a fusion bomb, and it's targeting our early warning system.
So why haven't we killed the ship already?
Why? Who's on it?
Is the sign-up. It has affected our comms and drive controls. We are working to correct it. We have children on board.
It was sent 10 minutes after it went off course. We haven't been able to raise them since. If we kill it now, there's a 3% chance the debris field will compromise our strategic defenses.
Or maybe we blow up a ship full of innocent civilians who just called for help.
Decisions.
Ma'am, we cannot afford to...
we just got a flash from Signal Intelligence. The drive signature on record also matches a colony ship called the Sojourner.
The one the Belter said was lost as scrap?
What are they doing?
Kill it. Destroy the ship immediately.
Come on, dude. The freaking Sojourner? But why are they heading to Earth? I mean, they said they...
This supposed attack never should have happened in the first place. If we were supporting colony ships instead of stranding them out where they're easy prey for piracy, it wouldn't have.
It was bad timing. It could have happened to anyone.
They've been trying to hail the ship, though, and they can't. So it's like, what are they thinking?
Do you mind if I come in?
It's your ship. I didn't deserve to be saved.
Deserving isn't really the issue.
Maybe it should be.
It's funny, I was just talking with Holden about letting people make their own choices.
What I say, the weird connection between the two is so...
Regrets?
I've been where you are right now.
I don't think that you have.
I was young and in love with a boy who had a crazy plan. I'd hack reactor control programs. He had a way to insert them into inner ships. Then we could turn off the drive, leave them on the drift, rescue them for a price later. And it wouldn't look like piracy because they'd be so grateful that we saved them. At least, that was the story he told me.
Okay, let's see what he was doing.
The first one we tried was the Augustine Gamara.
I know that name. Why do I know that name?
It was the one that blew up in the docks at Luna because the man I loved, the father of my child, used my code to overload the reactor. We killed 516 people, and he meant to do it again.
It wasn't your doing then. You were tricked. I chose what I did.
I chose not to see what kind of man my lover was until it was too late. Then when I told him I'd never help him again, it was the last time he let me see my little boy.
I wonder where her son is, man.
I almost walked out an airlock. Being dead seemed better. Stop saying you're sorry. I'm not asking for sympathy. I'm telling you something you need to know if you're going to live. I have a family now. Certainly not one I would have expected. I love them. And they love me. I have a life. I like living.
I haven't had that. Not in years.
If you want to die, I can't stop you. There is a path from where you are to where I am.
Hey.
All we did was buy you a little time. You decide what you want to do with it.
I know there's already been bloodshed in both sides.
And I've got two of mine at gunpoint in that building right there.
Get the you do to my daughter, you son of a bitch!
Oh, you kill us for no reason!
God damn it, everyone shut up for a minute! I know no one wants to back down. Everyone feels like they have a reason to fight for it. That's not why I'm here. I haven't told any of you the truth, and if I had, maybe you'd understand the larger issues at play. This planet is not what you think it is. As soon as the gate opened, I started being contacted by a man I knew who died on Eros. Protomolecule was somehow projecting him into my brain.
You're infected by the protomolecule.
No, but I'm in contact with something. I don't know how any of it works. Well, the protomolecule was made to build the ring gates and report back when it was finished. It wants to reach its creators, but the things that it was supposed to report to are gone.
In your head, that no one else can see, told you that.
A vision when I was inside the ring station.
Oh, the ghost didn't tell you, but the vision did.
I saw a record of the old civilization dying, and I think I saw what killed them all.
Is there any way to test this information? Because anyone can claim to have prophetic visions, but that doesn't mean...
Cat's been right about everything so
far. That thing in his head is giving him answers.
Or he's just a crazy person with a few lucky guesses.
I believe whatever I'm in contact with here to try and understand what happened to its creators, and I don't think it's gonna stop.
Is there any way we can use that to control them?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. If we leave here, we can't go to some other system. Maybe you did make it worse, but this place is our only hope. We're not giving it up.
What happens if you leave?
There is no version of this where we abandon our charter and we leave these squatters and murderers in possession of this planet.
You're nothing but thieves. Hey!
Brother, you're beating a dead horse here, James. Are they on the move?
Oh my god.
What the hell is that? Like a nuke just went off. Bruh. What is that now? This episode here, of course, we got old girl trying to kill herself. She don't believe that she deserved to live because she's indirectly responsible for, you know, the whole thing, because they were trying to delay them coming down, you know, but dude that Musty he shot the dude that took her away from the situation, because she was like, I don't want to kill innocent people, we're just trying to scare them or slow them down from coming. And he's like, no, let it be, let whatever happens happen. So, you know, whatever happened, essentially it blew up the ship, a bunch of people died. I think he said it was 23 people that died. It's a tough situation, man. Like, this show sometimes gives me headaches. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes this show gives me headaches for good reason. Because it lets me think so much about not only the present but the future of just it just becomes a little overwhelming sometimes of the amount of information that they give you to actually think about in this show. It makes it deep, and I love these type of shows, but at the same time, I'm not gonna lie, your boy be here, I be thinking, and a lot of times it may seem like I'm just sitting there and just taking it in. Might seem like, or maybe I come off boring from watching the show, or it seems like I'm bored, but trust me, it's just my wheels are spinning on just trying to figure out what are they really up against here, right? It's like something killed the proto-molecule people that they were supposed to report back to. It killed them. We know this. This is information that we have known, right? But I'm trying to say is, like, they're trying to contact those people. They want to know what happened to their civilization. They don't know. They've been trying to find them. They're burning solar systems to find out what happened to their people. They don't even really care about humans, as they describe it. It's like, just like how we walk every day, and we don't care if we step on, you know, an ant. That's how they think about us as humans, right? So it put things into perspective for you. But at the same time, as I said, my wheel keeps on spinning. It's just like, are they the enemy? They don't seem like that's what they are now, because they chose to project themselves as human to a human to help them. So it's just kind of weird. You know, I'm just sitting here and I'm thinking that all of the other stuff that we're seeing going on, none of it matters, because my intrigue, my interest is what happened to this civilization. I'm starting to care now about them. I don't think of them as evil anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think of them as evil anymore ever since James had the vision. So it's like, I want to, you know, I don't think of them as evil, but I'm still in the back of my head, I was like, are they going to turn out to be the enemy? Should we be trying to destroy anything that they're trying to do? Because the thing about it is this, they don't care. Like, them digging and doing their thing there, and James shooting that thing, is like, we don't want them to start thinking that we're trying to prevent them from finding out about it. But the thing about it is that they don't care. about us. Even if we care about them, they don't care about us. They see us as insignificant, and I'm wondering if that's going to change in the future as well. So what's happening? I talked about enough about the Christian situation against this Gao lady that I have no interest in, because at this point I think things are bigger than what she thinks it is, and she's really not in that arena, in my opinion. I think she's just running for office because she thinks, just because, well, she thinks she's a pretty face. I don't want to downplay her, because it's like, you know, people are gonna be like, why you hating on Gao? You know what I'm saying? Why you hating on Gao? I just think the entire situation of them having an election right now is just, it's just so uncalled for. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, even though the war is over, and I think because they think they're living in a peacetime, but also the situation as well that she just had to deal with. And you can see that she teared up a little bit, because it's not something that she wanted to do, but she had to make the decision of if we should allow them to just crash into Earth, or you know what I'm saying, take them out. You don't really know if they, because it's like the message was, we got kids on board, right? I would have loved to see what the OPA's reaction was to this. You get what I'm saying? But they didn't show anything after that. I'm pretty sure we're probably going to get some information in the next episode. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with that, because it definitely affects Christian. I know she plays this very strong person, but at the end of the day, she's still human, right? Those decisions are not easy to make, and she put on this tough persona, and she plays the part. You know what I'm saying? She plays the part, but I feel like there's a part of her that is, you know what I'm saying, another part of her that I really love, the part that she shows to Bobby and people that are really close to her, that is you know what I'm saying, it's great. James out here trying to bring peace between the RCA and, you know, the Belters that are on this planet, man, and nobody wants to hear nobody out, because you know, instead of the RCA going there to help out and be unified with everybody, they went there to kick the Belters out and take over, because that's what they were there to do. I'm not in agreement with that. I think that because of the alliance, everybody should be working together to just, you know, but everybody is rushing. It's a gold rush. Everybody's trying to plant their flag. It's just, to me, that kind of mentality, man, it's never going to go away for humans. It's like, oh, I gotta plant my flag, I gotta claim my territory. It's just one of those things that I wish we didn't do in this world, right? I really do wish the world was borderless. I really do wish the world was borderless. But it's just like, me wishing that is not gonna make it happen. I really wish that we could just step out of our country, go into another country, and there's no issues. There was no issue between visas and embassies and all this other stuff. We could just go to countries, but you can't do that, right? Because there's bad apples in the world, if you will. There are people who really want to hurt other people. So you can't have that, because you're gonna have people that don't like Americans. You're gonna have people that don't like Mexicans. You're gonna have people that people just develop hate like naturally. It's insane to me how 2024 years later, we are still literally kind of at the same point of hatred as we were before. Like to me, I go places and I embrace people, right? No matter if we don't even speak the same language, I embrace people, right? But then you have the people who just go to other places just to hate on other people, just to make them feel bad. You have racists, you have, you know, people who just think that other people are low class and don't belong in their class, or wherever the hate is coming from, it still exists today. And you're wondering how the generations coming up, they're still learning the same behavior and behaving the same way. It's insane to me. It's insane to me. So when I watch stuff like this and I see these things, man, I feel so like heartbroken over it, you know, in a certain way. I'm still watching the show, I'm still enjoying it, but it's just I've talked about this on plenty of shows before, where I talk about how when I draw parallels from TV shows that I watch and I see the world that we live in and how these shows kind of like perfect the way of portraying certain things that we experience in real life, right? And you have to give them props for that, because to take a chance and to do those things and to put it right in front of you and say, okay, you won't pay attention this way, pay attention this way. I gotta give them credit for that. You know what I'm saying? And I love to learn these lessons because it lets me care more. And I'm not saying this like I'm some sort of tree hugger or something like that. I'm just saying I think as humans we need to behave a lot better than we do. All I'm trying to say. All I'm trying to say. And I know you guys that are watching this video are probably not who I'm talking about. You're probably the most loving people in the entire world, and you're just like me, right? And I know some people is gonna come here. They're probably going to come into my comment section and say, "Oh, you virtue signal so much," and all this other stuff, dude. That's who I am. That's how I've always been. That's not to say that I've never done a bad thing in my life. That's not the issue here, right? That's not the issue here. I just think that from I was growing up and just seeing how the world works and things like that, and just seeing how human beings work, I've always tried to reach out as much as possible to people who are going through things and all this other stuff. I sympathize, I empathize, right? And I see the things from things that I've been through in life versus what I see people go through similar things in life. And I just think that we can be better humans, right? This is not about men, not about women. I think we can be better humans. And if we strive to do that, I think we can actually make the world a better place. We can actually do that. But even with me saying this on a video right now, it feels like wishful thinking, because it's like humans will never change. They're gonna be who they are. You know what I'm saying? We always gonna have people who wants to take territory, right? We always gonna have that. We always gonna have that. So I don't want to harp on this too much. I know you guys are probably tired of me talking by now. This is just, The Expanse makes you have deeper conversations and drawing parallels to our real world. And yes, we don't have alien technology digging up our planet. I know, right? But I mean, with the invention of AI now, and AI getting more and more intelligent, who knows? You know what I'm saying? I'm not no conspiracy theorist. I don't go that far out on the limb, but I do believe we can be better humans. If you agree with me, leave a like on the video, leave a comment. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace.